guys, it's Dahlia. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be telling you guys how you can get good grades. These are some tips that have worked for me and people that I know. I know everyone's different. Some people are used to getting like D's and they just want to go to C's, and some people are used to getting A's and they just want to get B's. And whichever one you are, I said A's and you just want to get to B's. Some people are B's trying to get A's. Whatever it is, this will just help improve your grades, and if you get in the habit of doing these things, I definitely think you'll have a better school year and you will see your grades go up. So if you haven't, please follow me on my social medias because I think that's pretty cool when you guys follow me. I always get excited when someone new follows me. So yeah, you guys came to hear about how to get good grades, so let's just get into that. The first tip I have is do your homework. And I know no one likes to hear that. I don't like doing my homework, I'll admit it. I hate it, but I have to do it. And I mean, some people may like doing homework, but I know a lot of people who don't like doing homework. Even though I hate it, I have to force myself to do it, because even if homework isn't part of like your final grade, which for me it's not, but when your teacher gives you homework and you do it, first of all, it makes your teacher happy and they like you. And second, it helps you get more practice of the work you're doing, so in the long run, it'll help you. It'll make tests way easier because the more you practice the information, the more you know them. So I think homework is a great and simple way just to improve your grades. Yeah. The second is to find a note style that works for you, whether that is a mind map where you like do the circle and then all the things around, or you do like the Cornell style where you do like a line on your page and you do like the term and the definition, or you do like bullet points, which is the style that works for me best when you do like points, like dots, and then you do one and then you like indent it and go under. I don't really know how to explain it. My school, we are very like tech, we're a very tech school, so everyone uses computers, like that's what we use computers, hardly ever use paper. But in some of my classes, like I have the choice if I want to use computer or paper, and in classes like history, I prefer to write it out, but in classes where I don't take as much notes, but like still some notes, I definitely prefer the computer. So it honestly depends on the class for me, but I know some people strictly work better on paper, some people strictly work better online, so whatever it is, find which one works best if you have the option at your school, because I definitely think that can make a difference. The third tip I have is to sit in a spot that works well for you. Personally, I like being near the front of the class just because I have terrible eyesight. I mean, I wear glasses some of the time, but even when I wear my glasses, sometimes it's hard to see the board. So I have really bad like distance eyesight, so I like to sit near the front, but I know some people can't see like close up, so they're better sitting in the back. Whatever works best for you, I would say figure out which one is best for you and then sit there. I think this is fourth, maybe it's not. The fourth tip is to use a highlighter. So you don't have to go all out and like have the prettiest notes ever, but using a highlighter can definitely help draw your eyes to the most important information. You can find a system that works for you. I like to have like certain colors, and like a certain color will be the term, and then the most important information in the definition, or like the most important terms, I'll like put a star beside with a highlighter. I like to underline instead of going over it because sometimes it will smudge it, and some highlighters are darker, so I think underlining or like circling with your highlighter definitely helps. The next tip I have is to review your notes at home. So every day when you come home, just spend like 10 minutes reviewing over all your notes, reading through, making sure you understand it. I saw this thing like a year ago that said like if you do your notes and then like at the end of the day you go home and read it all, you're better to retain that information. So I think it helps. I mean, I don't know if it's proven. I read it somewhere, so probably, I don't know. But it helps. Trust me, it helps. Just review quickly, 10 minutes. I know you probably don't want to, but it helps. The next one is to write a little summary at the end of all your notes of what like that lesson was about, whether it's at the end of class or when you come home and you're reviewing your notes. Just write like a 1 to like 5 sentence, just a couple sentences of what that lesson was about. So whether you're studying, you can just look at that and be like, oh yeah, that's like the main gist, like the main idea. And another reason this is really good is because you are forced to put the information in your own words, which makes you understand it better. Next, stop procrastinating. And procrastination is something I struggle with. It's very tempting to just sit in your room and watch Netflix, and once you start watching Netflix, it's very hard to stop. When you stop procrastinating, instead of doing a big project for 5 to like 10 hours the night before, depending on how big of a project it is, instead of doing that all the night before and you're super stressed out, and if you have other homework that night, that sucks. You can do like 15 to 30 minutes every night depending on how long you have to work on it. And I don't know about you, but I would way rather do less each night than a whole bunch one night. Another reason that's good is you may finish early, and then when you do, if like questions come up and you realize you did it wrong or whatever, you can look over it, add some stuff, make sure you did it right, and that way you will honestly get a better mark if you spend like a longer period of time, like shorter each day, working on it than just cramming it all into one night. You will get a better mark. The next tip is to use a planner. I love planners. I love anything notebooks and planners. If you know me, you know that. So planners are super helpful because when your teacher tells you that you have homework, you could just write it in your planner. And then for me, I like to do that and like schedule when I'm gonna film and hang out with my friends and all that kind of stuff. So it's super helpful, especially if you have like sports or teams or other things you like doing, then you can like find the right time. And you just feel so much more organized when you use a planner, and you're not stressed out because everything's there and you know you have to do it, and you're not like, oh shoot, am I forgetting anything? Like, So yeah, a planner is very helpful. The next tip I have is to take pictures of your notes. That way, if you're ever bored and like you don't have Wi-Fi and you're just scrolling through your photos, I do that a lot. Just look through your notes, and that way you don't have to like get all your notebooks out. I mean, when you're like hardcore studying for a test, notebooks are probably a better option, but if you're just chilling and you want to look at your phone, then you can look at those pictures and you will just be reading the notes. It'll be in your head. Even if you just go on those pictures like 5 minutes a day and just look and read through all of them, you'll know the information a lot better. The last tip I have is to talk to your teacher if you really need help. Teachers are not out to make you fail. They want to help you. If you're struggling, just go and talk to them. They'll help you. They'll find a way to make it work for you. Maybe they'll ask you to come in after school or for lunch or whatever, and they'll just explain the information to you better. So that was all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. So I'm definitely doing all of these this school year, and I hope you guys will too, because it will definitely improve your grades. These aren't like super hard tasks. They're just simple tasks that if you get into your routine, then you'll do better. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up and comment down below if you have any other tips, and then that will just help me out. It'll help the other people out. It'll be great. Don't forget to follow me on my social medias, which are on the screen. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! It's like 100 degrees in my room, and I turned off my fan and the air conditioning because I don't want it to be loud.